are going to do something that I am so surprised I haven't done yet. It's one of the biggest franchises of all time that I don't cover on a regular basis, and it's been something that I've enjoyed since, whenever the fourth movie came out. We're going to talk about Harry Potter today. I know I talked about Fantastic Beasts, but I never touched upon the original Harry Potter films. So, this is going to take place of the superhero films, probably. Excuse me, having a little indigestion. This will probably take place as the superhero films for a while, because it's going to be hard finding the first Batman movie from like the 30s. But so if something comes up, we'll switch it around. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Sorcerer's Stone today. So this movie came out a while ago, and I still feel like it holds up pretty good. The CG at times is a little wonky, but when it matters good. So what I mean by that is, like, when we see the troll or Fluffy or any type of magical creature, the CG looks very good on it, but the only time that it looks wonky and plastic is whenever there's broom riding. So the Quidditch match, the first flying lesson, and when Harry has to fly to get the key to get into where the Sorcerer's Stone is, it's a little jarring on how it looks not too good, but everything other than that is great. I'm not going to fully go over covering the story because this movie's been out forever, so obviously we're going to already know basically what happens. But yeah, so I didn't watch this movie when it first came out. I actually wasn't a Harry Potter fan until Goblet of Fire, like I said at the beginning. But yeah, I just never got into it until then, so I didn't get to get the original Harry Potter hype. However, whenever I watch this movie, I do feel that hype, weirdly enough. I also feel like it's a Halloween/Christmas movie. I don't know why. The fourth movie on do not get that feeling. They either get maybe specifically Halloween or just a movie in general, but the first three movies for some reason just have that vibe of you have to watch it around Halloween or Christmas, even though it's not a Halloween or Christmas movie. Halloween and Christmas happen in it, but it's not the main focal point. So we're introduced to all the characters in this one. I still think Hagrid's probably my favorite, except I do feel every time he goes, "I should not have told you that," he was purposely telling them and just covering his bases. It kind of felt like Hagrid was trying to lead them on and then be cover his bases and be like, "Oh no, I wasn't supposed to say that," because sometimes it's way too easy. I do also feel that this movie in particular, a lot of convenient things happen for Harry. So what I mean by that is his first Quidditch game ever that he's never heard of the sport before and he played, he won. And stuff like that. So what I mean by that is if you were to throw me on a lacrosse field and I single-handedly beat the other team, and you literally just told me the rules and everything last week, mind you, I know nothing about lacrosse, I would call BS on that and feel like people were taking it easy on me. I do feel like it was kind of convenient that Harry was able to win the first game. I get it. Quidditch is in his blood and blah, blah, blah. But still, it's it doesn't matter if you took, I don't know, Walter Payton in a timeline where he never heard of football before and then threw him on his first Bears game, or threw him in his first football game ever, and a week ago you go, yeah, you gotta run across the field and hit a touchdown, or to get a touchdown you get 6 points and blah blah blah. I don't think he'd still win, even if he's the best football player of all time. just in general, I thought it was weird. And then like just some other stuff that I was like, okay, this is a little convenient, but it's still a classic movie. I thought it was great, and I thought that probably the best character in it has to be Hagrid. It does kind of feel weird in this too. There's stuff that I picked up on that, like, Harry never ever gave Snape a chance in that whole first movie. Now I get it, Snape's in the book, Snape's terrible to Harry and blah blah blah. But like there's points where Snape's actually trying to be nice to Harry. Like he walks up before the first Quidditch game and he goes, "Good luck. I think you'll do fine considering you just took out a troll. But good luck." And Harry like gives him like the dirtiest look ever. And then the other part, which everybody always quotes, they're thinking you might be up to something. He's like, "Why are you guys hanging out inside on a beautiful day like today? Go outside, otherwise people are gonna be suspicious." Is literally all he's saying, and Harry's standing there like, I mean, I get it. He like thinks that Snape's the bad guy. But, like, literally the only thing that Snape really did to Harry in this movie, I don't really remember if he did more in the book. I think he did. But in this movie, the only thing that Snape did that was mean to Harry was quiz him on the first day because he thought Harry was not paying attention. It's like, in this book, like, or in this movie, I get it, Snape hates Harry, but this movie does not give the vibe that Snape honestly hates Harry. He's just a hard teacher. I've had hard teachers in my scholastic career. They didn't hate me, or any student. They just wanted more respect than they were giving out. And that's kind of how Snape was in this movie. I do remember, like, later on he does get a little more vicious, but what's so funny about that too is throughout it you could tell Harry's starting to respect Snape more from what I remember. I mean, we're going to watch all these anyways, but we're going to keep track of that. But I was sitting there in this movie and like, Harry just treats Snape like absolute garbage, while Snape is literally just being a teacher in this movie. And like, if I did not have the context of the books, the other movies, the culture, everything like that, I would just think that Harry's just being crappy to Snape. And in this movie, literally, like, besides Snape was mean to me once, it looked like he was casting a spell, but also, literally, diagonally right behind him, another teacher was mumbling and not breaking eye contact. You think that, like, I get it, they're 11-year-olds, but, like, the fact of, oh, Snape's mumbling, wait, why is Professor Quirrell mumbling too? It's like, yeah, that was, like, the most damning evidence in it. And literally, like, I made a point to watch it this time and see if Quirrell was sitting there going, too. And he was. So, it's like, that's the most damning evidence that Snape might have been after Harry. But there's that, and then there's him being mean to Harry on one day. And then him threatening Quirrell, which, obviously, taken out of context, that could be that their roles are switched. But yeah, so obviously we're going to continue Snape Watch on the next 7 movies. I feel the fans attacking me by saying that. But this movie, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that nerd Ryan, signing off.